In right field, number 3.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waukon High School for the season opener for the 2014 softball season as the Decorah Vikings take on Lansing Kee. This game is being played in Waukon tonight because Kee High is doing some improvements to their softball diamond, and they are scheduled to host their first game over there on the 16th of June. But the two teams are meeting halfway here in Waukon to open up the 2014 season here tonight. My name is Darren Swenson. Glad you're with us for another season of baseball and softball here on AM 1240 KDEC. Both these teams won 15 games a year ago. Lansing Kee finished 15-14. Decorah finished 15-18. Both these teams opened the season against one another last year, with Kee High defeating Decorah 7-5 over in Decorah. Tonight, it's another season, newcomers and veteran players for both these squads as we start things tonight. As the starting lineup getting introduced, the Decorah Vikings won a shortened JV game tonight after a 6-run first inning. There was about a 45-minute to an hour rain delay in that game. They decided to play 3 innings of a JV game. Decorah won that one by a 12-3 margin. And the varsity game is about ready to begin as we speak. Decorah will come to bat this way. Leading off at second base will be Maria Hoyme. Batting second, the shortstop, Peyton Jurlett. Hitting third at center field, or in center field, Chelsea Twait. Batting fourth, the catcher, Cassie Hoyme. Hitting fifth at first base is Tess Olinger. Hitting sixth at third base is Jenna Iverson. Batting seventh in left field, Maddie Edie. Hitting eighth in right field, Riley Hubka. Batting ninth, the designated player, Leighton Edie. And Annika Vanderkroll will be in the circle for Decorah here tonight. The umpires for tonight's game, Chris Olfert will call the balls and strikes, and Jamie Rodenberg will work the base pass. Courtney Cooper will be the starting pitcher for the Kee Hawks. Last year as an 8th grader, she appeared in 17 games, started 7 of them, was 10-9 with a 1.46 ERA, 139 innings, 82 hits, 29 earned runs. And opponents only hit 141 against her. She threw 5 of the 7 innings against Decorah last year. And Cooper ended up getting the win in that game. Gave up 2 hits, 2 unearned runs, 2 walks, and 13 strikeouts. In fact, Cooper struck out 217 in her 139 innings a year ago as an 8th grader. So just a freshman, but a ton of varsity experience returning for the Kee Hawks. Team coached by Elizabeth Hill, Decorah coached by Terry Olson. Her assistant this year is Miranda McKay, who was an all-region softball player for Luther. A sophomore out of Waukee, Iowa. Staying around in Decorah this summer, and not too bad of a summer gig to head to the ballpark every day. The defense for the Kee Hawks, Val Meyer will be in left, Jordan Kelch will be in center, Nicole Vinson will be in right, Kendra Cooper at third, Kaylee Darling at short, Ellie Cooper at second, Molly Walliser will be at first, Ellie Heiderscheit behind the plate, and Courtney Cooper will be in the circle. The toss down to second base, and we're about ready to get things underway. Varsity-wise, we're about 40 minutes late, but nonetheless, glad you're with us for opening night of the 2014 softball season. Maria Hoyme will bat from the right-hand side, and we're about ready to get things underway. Hoyme was 1 for 3 and scored a couple of runs last year against the Kee Hawks. Hoyme batted .237 in the first pitch of the game. At 7:56 is taken for a strike, 0-1. Hoyme had 5 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 11 RBI. The 0-1 delivery is taken low. 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of regulars return for Decorah. In fact, the top 6 in the lineup were regulars a year ago. 1-1 delivery. Cooper blows one by Hoyme, who swings and misses, and it's 1-2. Cooper ready. The 1-2 is outside, just off the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Field mostly in shadows as of right now. This field here at Waukon does point to the west. 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss. A foul tip into the glove of Fighter Shack, the catcher, and Hoyme down on strikes, 1 away here in inning number 1.
Shortstop number 1, Peyton Jurlid.
1 down, nobody on. No score tap at the first for Peyton Jurlid. Jurlid with the stick last year was just 1 for 9, but defensively took over the shortstop position and played it pretty well from about the midpoint of the season on. Jurlid is a slap hitter, and she slaps one foul back to the screen. It is no balls, 1 strike on the freshman shortstop. Jurlid, a state track meet qualifier in the 400 hurdles, just coming off that, as are quite a few of these young ladies. Decorah finishing 4th over the weekend. The 0-1 delivery, bunted up in the air. It goes to the first base side and lands foul near the dugout. Occupied by Decorah tonight, and it's no balls, 2 strikes. We mentioned this field points west in Waukon a few years ago. They put a high screen directly behind home plate to help alleviate some of the issues that the Sun Field had. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch outside from Cooper, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. It used to be that you had to start your varsity doubleheaders or JV varsity games at 6:30 over here, as compared to the normal 5:30 or 6 o'clock. The 1-2 blew to the right side. Walliser, the first baseman, retreats and makes the catch 2 steps shy of the outfield dirt, directly behind the first base bag. And there are 2 down here in the first inning. 2 down, nobody on. And the leading returning hitter from a year ago, Chelsea Twait, will bat for Decorah. And Twait will look at a strike from Cooper. It is no balls, 1 strike. Twait hit .301, 4 doubles, no triples, 6 home runs, and 20 RBI. Had a slugging percentage of .515. Is that one taken for a strike, and it's 0-2. She also had an on-base percentage of .390 a year ago. No balls, 2 strikes, and Cooper just missed the outside edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. It's turned into a pretty nice night. Definitely not as muggy as it was. The 1-2 delivery, low and inside to Twait, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Glad you're with us at AM 1240 KDEC Decorah and at KDECradio.net. Cooper ready with the 2-2 offering, taken at the letters for strike 3, and a quiet first inning for Decorah. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the first inning. It's Decorah 0 and Kee High coming to bat, and the Kee Hawks will bat this way. Leading off at second base will be Ellie Cooper. Batting second, the shortstop Kaylee Darling. Hitting third, the pitcher, Courtney Cooper. Batting fourth in left field, Val Meyer. Hitting fifth at first base, Molly Walliser. Hitting sixth at third base, Kendra Cooper. Batting seventh, the catcher, Ellie Heiderscheid. Hitting eighth in right field, Nicole Vinson. And batting ninth will be the center fielder, Jordan Kelch. And that lineup will face right-hander Annika Vanderkroll. This will be the varsity debut for Vanderkroll. She did the majority of the JV pitching last year. Not an overpowering pitcher, but a kid that's pretty good at hitting her spots. If you can hit your spots, keep them off balance a little bit, you can be pretty effective as long as you keep the ball in the zone, and for the most part, Vanderkroll did that on the JV level a year ago. But this is her varsity debut, and we'll see what tonight's brings. Tori Hartman and Lexi Shelton shared the pitching duties. A couple of seniors last year. Vanderkroll did a lot of the JV pitching, and we're about ready to get things underway here in the bottom of the first inning. Ellie Cooper will bat for the Kee Hawks. Cooper a year ago was a 200 hitter as a freshman. First pitch out of the zone from Annika. 1 ball, no strikes. She had a double, no triples, no home runs, and 8 RBI. Vanderkroll ready, and the 1-0. Sprayed foul on the third base side, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Decorah defensively, Maddie Eady is in left, Chelsea Twait is in center, and Riley Hubka in right. Jenna Iverson at third, Peyton Jurlett at short, Maria Hoyme at second, and Tess Olinger at first. Sprayed foul again, third base side, not a play. So Vanderkroll ahead of Cooper. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cassie Hoyme behind the plate, and Annika Vanderkroll in the circle. Vanderkroll wearing a protective mask around her face as that one high. Tried the changeup and it slipped out of her hands, causing Cooper to duck out of the way. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. 2-2 in the pitch. Sprayed towards left field. Retreating is Jurlid. It's by her outstretched attempt. It'll be a leadoff single for Cooper here in the bottom of the first inning. A bloops single for Cooper. Will put a runner on first base and nobody out. And the leading returning hitter for the Kee Hawks, in fact, their leading hitter last year, Kaylee Darling, will stand in. Darling bunts straight up in the air, and the pitch is made by Hoyme, and Hoyme will throw to first base, and throwing it by Maria Hoyme is Cassie Hoyme, but the ball getting by Maria does not warrant runner advancement. And there is 1 down here in the inning.
Courtney Cooper.
Darling bunted straight up in the air. Cassie made a nice play to make the catch. Cooper was well off of first base, and Cassie was almost surprised how far she was off and didn't get a lot on the throw to get, or to try and attempt to get the runner at first base. Pitcher against pitcher matchup now with Courtney Cooper. She looks the first one low, 1 ball, no strikes. Cooper 386 with the stick a year ago. 11 doubles, no triples, 1 home run, and 35 RBI. Runner goes, pitch taken low, throw down to second, not in time. Ball got away from Cassie Hoyme briefly. Hoyme gunned it down to second base. An athletic grab by Peyton Jurlid, the shortstop, covering the bag, but a little too good of a jump from Cooper, and she's in at second as the pitch taken for a strike. Cooper was squaring to bunt, ended up pulling the bat back and taking for a strike was Cooper. Coach Hill with a new series of signs in the third base box. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. Changeup taken on the inside edge for a strike. Good movement on that ball from Vanderkroll, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. No score, bottom of the first inning. Just underway here in the season opener. Vanderkroll has another changeup slip out of her hands that sails outside and high for 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position with less than 2 out as the changeup drops low, so Cooper draws a walk.
Up next,
so first and second
Val Meyer.
with 1 down, and Val Meyer will be the batter. Meyer was a .333 hitter a year ago with 8 doubles, no triples, 1 home run, and 9 RBI. Meyer scoring to bunt, pitch taken low. Runners go, throw down to third, gets by Jurlid trying to score. Now is Cooper, throw from Edie to the plate, not in time. Moving all the way to third on the play is Cooper. It's 1-0 Kee Hawks. Meyer took the pitch low, double steal was on. Cooper stole third, throw got by Jurlid trying to cover the bag. Cooper scored on the overthrow. Ellie Cooper scored on the overthrow, and Courtney Cooper moved her way to third. So it's a 1-0 lead for the Kee Hawks. And Val Meyer will bat with a runner at third and one down. And it looks like Coach Hill will go to her bench here and perhaps give Courtney Cooper a breather in the form of a courtesy runner. I believe it will be Nikki Wood. Nikki Wood will be the runner at
third base, number 20, Nikki Wood.
Third for Cooper after she steals one bag and advances on a throwing error for another. 1 ball, no strikes to the cleanup hitter, Val Meyer. Already a 1-0 lead for the Kee Hawks. Kee Hawk pitcher Courtney Cooper got the Vikings down in order in the top half of this inning as the next one sails inside from Vanderkroll, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count. Pitch swung on, popped up on the infield. Maria Hoyme from second base will make the catch. Wood will stay put at third. There's now 2 down in the inning.
Up next, number 17.
So a runner at third and 2 down.
Walliser.
And Molly Walliser will be the batter for the Kee Hawks. And a 1-0 lead for Lansing Key. Walliser, a junior who hit .300 a year ago with 2 doubles and 12 RBIs. And a off-speed pitch is fouled back to the screen. It is no balls and 1 strike. Pitch outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. So Vanderkroll trying to get out of a mess here in the first inning with minimal damage. The 0-2 delivery, that one sailed outside from Vanderkroll. And it is 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2, drops inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Deuce is wild on the number 5 hitter in the lineup, and a ground ball up the middle and a base hit. Walliser with a 2-out single to score Nikki Wood, the courtesy runner. It's now a 2-0 lead for the Kee Hawks. So Walliser, who knocked in 12 a year ago, gets her first RBI of the season right there. And you always love seeing those 2-out hits from your squad. You don't like seeing them against you from the Decorah perspective, obviously, as Kendra Cooper looks at a strike, 0-1. Cooper bats with a runner at first, 2 in and 2 down. 0-1 delivery, sails outside for 1 ball, 1 strike. Next one drops low from Vanderkroll. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. A walk and an error I haven't heard, and a play earlier this frame that probably isn't, in fact, scoring-wise, isn't called an error. The pitch taken low again, and it's 3 balls, 1 strike. But Kaylee Darling tried to advance the runner via a bunt. Cassie Hoyme made the play, had a chance, a relatively easy one, to... That's the pitch inside corner for a strike, and now we're full at 3-2 to double up a runner at first base, and that didn't happen. If you get that out, there's probably a goose egg on the board. Here in the bottom of the first inning, instead there's a 2 spot for the Kee Hawks. It's a pitch inside. Another walk by Vanderkroll. Walliser will move to second, and Kendra Cooper down to first. And Ellie Heiderscheit,
catcher, number 1, Ellie Heiderscheit,
will get the shin guards off, grab the stick, and head to the plate. Heiderscheid, a senior this year. She was a .301 hitter a year ago with one extra base hit, a double, and 17 RBI. Vanderkroll will look at a strike, 0-1. 2 on, 2 out, 2 in here in the bottom of the first inning of a 2-0 lead for the Kee Hawks. The pitch taken low. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Rolled towards short, fielded on one hop by Jurlett onto Olinger at first base, and the Vikes get out of it here in the first inning. But 2-run score on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left. We are 1 inning complete. In the season opener, it is Kee Hawks 2 and Decorah 0. Top of the second inning, we go at 2 spot for the Kee Hawks here in the bottom of the first, has given them a 2-0 lead. A throwing error and a 2-out RBI single by Molly Wallitzer accounted for the runs in the first inning. Courtney Cooper struck out 2 of the 3 she faced. A couple of strikeouts and a pop-out in the top of the first inning took care of the Vikings. A bit of a delay here as Ellie Heiderscheid gets her gear back on. We'll have a couple of baseball games later on this week. Thursday night will be the season opener at Mason City as the Decorah Viking baseball team will open up against the Mohawks of Mason City. We'll bring it home to you beginning at 7:20 on Thursday night, and then what usually is the traditional season opener will be played out of state. Decorah and the Kee Hawks of Lansing Key on Friday night. We'll have it for you at 5:20 from La Crosse as Cassie Hoyme will be the batter. And Hoyme will look at the first one, low, 1 ball, no strikes. Cassie coming off her first 2 medals at the state track meet last week. Was 3rd in the discus and 5th in the shot put. The pitch on the outside edge for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Scored a lot of team points, helping the Vikings finish 4th in that event. Hoyme was .240 a year ago, 4 doubles, 1 triple, and 10 RBIs. Fly ball right field. Vinson is under it, and she will make a 2-handed catch in medium to deep right field. And 4 in a row set down by Courtney Cooper to start the ballgame. 1 down, nobody on. And Tess Olinger will be the batter for Decorah. And a 2-0 Kee Hawk lead here in the top of the second. Olinger swinging and missing at the first one. 0-1. Tess was .194 hitter a year ago with no extra base hits and 2 RBI. Tess earned 3 medals this past weekend at the state track meet. Pitch a strike. It is 0-2, medaling in the 4x1, 4x2, and 4x4 relays for Decorah. 0-2 delivery, rolled off the end of the bat, picked up by Cooper at second. Easy toss to Walliser at first. And there are 2 down here in the second inning.
Number 19, third
so
base.
2 down, nobody on for Jenna Iverson. Jenna hit .227 a year ago, 5 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, and 20 RBI. Pitch taken out of the zone, 1 ball, no strikes. Iverson 2 years ago, an all-conference player for the Vikings. 1-0 delivery, taken at the belt for a strike, and it's 1-1. So Courtney Cooper, who controlled Decorah in the game last year, off to a good start as the next pitch taken high. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Swinging a foul at the plate. It's 2-2. Cooper beat Decorah as an 8th grader. He struck out 13 in 5 innings last year. Trying to beat the Vikings for the second time in as many years. Pitch high and tight. And did it hit her? Yes, it did. Vikes have a base runner. Iverson was trying to get out of the way, and based on her reaction, it kind of grazed her in the right bicep area. So after 5 in a row set down to start the game, the Vikes have a base runner in Iverson. And Maddie Eady will bat with a runner at first and 2 down. She'll swing at the first pitch. It's picked up by Cooper in the circle. She'll throw on to Walliser at first base, and the side is out here in the second inning. 1 hit by a pitch and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It is Kee Hawks 2 and Decorah nothing.
Key 2, Decorah 0.
Welcome back to Waukon, everybody. Darren Swenson with you here on a Tuesday night, opening night for softball 2014. The Kee Hawks with a 2 spot in the bottom of the first inning. They lead it 2-0. This is the first of 3 games Decorah will play this week. They will open up Northeast Iowa Conference play against New Hampton on Thursday night. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union softball rankings released earlier today. New Hampton getting a lot of love in 3A. They are ranked number 6. Waverly Shellrock ranked in 4A for Decorah for the Northeast Iowa Conference. They are 14th
off of the Hawks, right fielder number 5
in that category. And Nicole Vinson, Jordan Kelsch, then the top of the order, and Ellie Cooper here in inning number 2 as the Kee Hawks lead it by a 2-0 margin as Vinson looks at the first one low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Vinson 197, no extra base hits, and 14 RBI a year ago. 1-0 delivery outside from Vanderkrull, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Vanderkrull struggled control-wise a bit and wasn't helped out by her defense a lot in that first inning. Walking 2, 1 error, causing 2 unearned runs. Pitch swung on and missed. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. A situational thing. You could have gotten a relatively easy double play, didn't execute that. And if you do that, it's a 0-0 game. Pitch swung on and missed. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vanderkrull allowed Ellie Cooper to reach in the first inning to lead off that frame as the pitch swung on and missed. Good off-speed pitch, and Vinson swung and missed at it. And there's 1 down here in the second inning.
Next number 16.
So 1 down, nobody on. And Jordan Kelch steps in for the Kee Hawks. 2-0 Lansing Key, bottom of the second inning. Kelch a year ago, as she takes the strike, was .253 hitter with 4 doubles, no triples, 1 home run, and 10 RBI. Oh, 1 delivery is low and outside for 1 ball, 1 strike. Both these teams had reasonable, good success against teams from opposite conferences, meaning the Northeast Iowa versus the Upper Iowa and vice versa. Pitch inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Decorah was 4-2 last year against Upper Iowa Conference teams. Losses coming to the Kee Hawks and to Sumner Fredericksburg as that one blooped down the right field line. It'll land foul. So it's 2-2 on Jordan Kelch. Lansing Key played 3 of their 29 games against Northeast Iowa Conference schools, and were 2-1 against the Northeast Iowa Conference a year ago. Two and 2 the count with 1 down. The pitch from Vanderkrull, another changeup swung on and missed. And Kelch down on strikes, 2 straight strikeouts to start the bottom of the second inning for Annika Vanderkrull.
13, Ellie Cooper.
2 down, nobody on, and Ellie Cooper will bat. She'll spray one out into left field. Underneath it is Maddie Eady. She will make the catch to retire the side. So an easy second inning, 3 up, 3 down. We head to the top of the third. It is the Kee Hawks leading by a 2-0 margin. Welcome back to Waukon, everybody. It is a 2-0 lead for Lansing Kee as we head to the third inning. Kee Hawks beat Decorah last year by a 7-5 margin. That was the season opener for Decorah. And a bit of a varsity coming out party for Courtney Cooper that night, striking out 13 in 5 innings. Vikes were able to put it in play 3 times in the second, but the Kee Hawk defense got the job done. Making the plays behind her. She struck out 2 in the 2 innings to this point, and Riley Hubka will start things here in the top of the third inning. Riley primarily was a pinch runner / courtesy runner last year on the varsity as she fouls one right side. No balls and 1 strike with the stick. She was 0 for 1, but ended up scoring 10 runs a year ago. Cooper with the 0-1, missing outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a possibility of these two teams playing again this year. Kee Hawks will head to the Decorah tournament, which will take place on June the 28th. Pitch low inside, it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Kee Hawks scheduled to play 4 games here in Waukon before the softball diamond gets ready to go up in New Albany. Pitch offering at it is Hubka on a bunt attempt, but she makes no contact, so it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thursday they will play Edco in a doubleheader. And then next Monday they will take on Central Elkader. Here is the pitch at the letter, strike 3 call. So 3 strikeouts for Courtney Cooper. And there's 1 down here in the top of the third.
Leighton Edie.
1 down, nobody on for Leighton Edie. The number 9 hitter in the Decorah lineup. A 2-0 lead for Lansing Kee here in the top of the third inning. Leighton, the Decorah designated player, will take the first pitch low, 1 ball, no strikes. The final game scheduled for this field will be on Tuesday, June 10th, a scheduled doubleheader against Crestwood. They are scheduled to open up their new field in New Albany. Pitch swung on and fouled away right side, now to play, 1 ball, 1 strike on the 16th of June against West Central. They're also making improvements to the baseball field as the pitch swung on and missed. Healthy cut, no contact from Leighton Edie, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's the reason that a Decorah Kee High game will be played up at Copeland Park in La Crosse Friday night. Pitch outside corner taken for strike 3. That was some heat from Courtney Cooper. And there is 2 down here in the third inning. So 1 time through the order, Courtney Cooper has struck out 4. And the only base runner she has allowed a hit by pitch to Jenna Iverson. And Maria Hoyme will be the batter. Hammers 1 foul right side. It is no balls and 1 strike. Hoyme struck out swinging to start the game. Oh, 0-1. Swing and a miss at a riser from Cooper, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 with 2 down. 2-0 Kee Hawks, top of the third. The pitch sails outside. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one gets away from the catcher, Ellie Heiderscheid, for ball 2, so it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just noticing the Kee High baseball schedule. They're opening their new baseball field on the 17th of June. The pitch sails high. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. They are going to play some games in Lansing, baseball-wise. Decorah has played on that diamond a few times. 3-2 fisted foul over the first base Decorah dugout. So Hoyme doing a good job of protecting. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2-0 lead for the Kee Hawks, top of the 3rd. Pitch high, ball 4. So Maria Hoyme becomes the second base runner of the game with a 2-out walk here in the 3rd inning. And the batter will be Peyton Jurlett, who popped to first her first time up in the first, 0 for 1. 2-0 Kee Hawks, top of the 3rd. And the first offering is slapped foul back to the screen. It's no balls and 1 strike. Kee Hawks in their slap-hitting defense, leaving Walliser back at first base. Playing in at second and third, leaving the shortstop back as that one popped towards short, and making the catch directly behind the pitching circle is Kaylee Darling, the shortstop, and that's that for the 3rd inning. A walk and a runner left. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. It is 2-0 Lansing Kee. Welcome back to Waukon, a 2-0 lead for the Kee Hawks as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Spring sports starting to close out. We talked about the state track meet. Decorah girls bringing home 4th place from state this weekend. The Decorah girls golfers finished 6th out of 12 teams today at the 4A regional final golf meet at Waverly. They carded a 387, which was their best 18-hole score of the year. Talia Raditz was the low score for Decorah, shooting a 91. And every golfer returns for Decorah, so no seniors for the ladies of Scott Pierce. And
3rd, shortstop number 11, Kaylee Darling.
Hopefully that squad can just keep getting better from here. Kaylee Darling, Courtney Cooper, Val Meyer. 2, 3, and 4 in the Kee Hawk lineup here in the 3rd as they lead at 2-0. They got a 2 spot in the 1st inning as Darling swings and fouls the first pitch off. No balls and 1 strike. Darling tried to advance a runner via a bunt and popped out to the catcher Cassie Hoyme in the 1st. Darling was a .406 hitter a year ago. Didn't have an extra base hit, but had 14 RBI. Pitch outside is 1 ball, 1 strike from Vanderkroll, who's given up 2 hits, 2 unearned runs, walked 2, and struck out 2. Through 2. 1-1, and the pitch rolled back to Vanderkroll. She's able to knock it down, and an easy toss over to Olinger at first. Retires the first batter here in the 3rd. So after a bit of a rocky start, Annika has settled down pretty well.
For Courtney Cooper.
She has retired 5 in a row. As Courtney Cooper will be the batter. Walked, and her courtesy runner scored in the 1st. Here's ground ball towards 2nd, and Maria Hoyme on to Olinger at 1st. Quickly 2 up, 2 down here in the 3rd inning.
Next up for the Hawks, number 18, left fielder Val
2 down,
Meyer.
nobody on, and Val Meyer for the Kee Hawks. Meyer popped to 2nd, her first time up in the 1st, 0 for 1. 2-0 Lansing Kee as we play the third. As that one hit into the gap in right center field, and it's off the fence. Meyer hits first base, going to second, and she will be in standing with a 2-out double. Meyer,
first baseman number 17, Molly Wallace,
hit one off the fence in right center field. About 4 feet taller, and it would have been a 3-0 ball game. And Molly Walliser will stand in and try to do what she did in the first inning. That was get an RBI single with 2 outs. She looks the first one outside from Vanderkool. 1 2 strikes. 1-0, ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. Rounding third, coming to the plate is Val Meyer. Waits, throw to the plate is offline. It heads towards the Kee Hawk dugout. Moving to second is Walliser. She'll go to third. The throw from Hoyme, not in time. A 3-0 lead for the Kee Hawks. So Walliser with an RBI single. She'll take second on a throw home. And she'll take third on a throwing error by Chelsea Twait, who airmailed the plate, trying to get Val Meyer at the plate. A 3-0 lead for the Kee Hawks, and Kendra Cooper stands in. First one in the dirt from Vanderkroll. 1 2 strikes. That's the first earned run that Vanderkroll has given up tonight. But 4 hits now for the Kee Hawks in 2 2/3 against Danica. Pitch swung on, popped up. Left center field. Underneath it is Chelsea Twait, and she will make the catch to retire the side. Another 2-out run for the Kee Hawks. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left. We head to the top of the 4th inning. It's a 3-0 lead for Lansing Kee. Courtney Cooper has yet to give up a hit through 3 innings. She's walked 1, she's hit 1, and she has struck out 4. Her offense has supported her to the tune of 4 hits and 3 runs. And the Kee Hawks lead it by a 3-0 margin as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Had about an hour rain delay during the JV tonight, but it's turned into a nice evening. Definitely not as muggy as it was, and very comfortable to watch high school softball over here in Waukon tonight. Chelsea Twait will lead things off in the top of the 4th inning for Decorah. She struck out looking in the first. And she'll look the first one low. 1 2 strikes.
Chelsea Twait.
3 of the 4 strikeouts that Cooper has are of the backwards K variety. Pitch outside. And it's 2 2 strikes from Courtney Cooper. Cooper, just a freshman, but had a full season as an 8th grader a year ago. The 2-0 swung on and missed. Looked like perhaps a drop ball from Cooper, and it's 2-1. 2-1. That one drops low and goes all the way back to the screen, so it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Cooper has retired the leadoff batter in each of the first 3 frames of this game. 3-1 delivery, swung on, popped up, foul, straight back and out of play. And fortunately, Tess Olinger's hands are better than her old man's. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count, and the pitch to Twait swung on and a pop-up foul right side and out of play. So this will become at least a 7-pitch at-bat to Chelsea Twait. 3-2, swing and a miss. Hard high heat from Cooper. And that's 5 strikeouts for Courtney Cooper. One down for Cassie Hoyme, who flew out to right in the second. 3-0 lead for the Kee Hawks as we play the top half of the fourth inning. Pitch to Hoyme, taken low for 1 ball, no strikes. Vikes open up conference play as the pitch swung on and missed. Thursday night against New Hampton, a team that's ranked number 6 in the first poll in Class 3A, just released by the Girls Union today. That one sprayed to the left side, bobbled at short by Darling. Reaching first base will be Hoyme. So an E6 will allow Hoyme to reach.
Coming up, first baseman number 4.
And it looks like Lauren Eggert will be the courtesy runner at first base.
Lauren Eggert. Yep.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 12, Lauren Eggert.
Runner at first, and one down. This is the first time Decorah has had a base runner with less than 2 outs in this game. Tess Olinger grounded to second in the second, 0 for 1. A little number right back to Cooper. She'll fire over to Walliser at first base. And Olinger retired 1-3 with Eggert moving up to second with 2 down. 2 down, runner at second for Jenna Iverson.
Third baseman Jenna Iverson.
One of the 3 runs that, or correction, 2 of the 3 runs that the Kee Hawks have scored have come with 2 outs. The Vikes looking for one of their own right here. Iverson was hit by a pitch in the second. First pitch low. Nice stop by Heiderscheid, keeping the ball in front of her. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch swung on and missed at a riser. 1-1. Just got word the Decorah girls soccer team with a 6-2 win over West Delaware tonight. 1-1 delivery, changeup, and Iverson well out in front, swinging and missing. It's 1-2. 1-2 with 2 down. Runner at second. Eggert becoming the first Viking to reach second base in this game. 1-2 to Jenna, goes low. And it is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Deuces wild from Courtney Cooper to Jenna Iverson. The natural left-hand hitter. The pitch taken low, gets through the wickets of Heiderscheid, and Eggert moves up to third. So now a full count on Iverson in a run 60 feet down the line at third. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Cooper with 6 strikeouts. 1 error, 1 left, halfway home. On opening night, it is Decorah trailing the Kee Hawks by a 3-0 margin. Bottom of the 4th inning we go. It's a 3-0 lead for Lansing Kee. A throwing error and a 2-out RBI single by Molly Walliser in the first inning scored the first 2 runs for the Kee Hawks. Another 2-out RBI single by Molly Walliser in the 3rd inning put the next run on the board. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Kee Hawks. No runs, no hits, and 2 errors for Decorah. Ellie Heiderscheid will bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning. She grounded to short in the first.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th, number 1, catcher Ellie Heiderscheid.
So So she is 0 for 1. Vanderkroll's first offering goes low, 1 ball, no strikes. Vanderkroll's walked 2, struck out 2, giving up 4 hits, 3 runs, and only 1 earned through 3. Vanderkroll ready in the pitch. Low, 2 balls, no strikes. She's been able to hit her spots more consistently than she did in the first inning, but at the same time, you got to be fair. This is her varsity debut. Probably a little bit of butterflies, a little bit of nerves. Off-speed pitch taken on the outside edge for a strike. It's 2-1. Heiderscheid leading things off as the pitch rolled to the right side. Multiple hop grounder to Maria Hoyme at second, on to Ollinger at first, and 1 down here in the 4th inning. And that's 3 of the 4 frames that Vanderkroll has retired the leadoff runner in a frame.
Nicole Vincent.
And the batter will be Nicole Vincent. Struck out swinging in the second, 0 for 1. Vanderkroll's first offering, changeup taken for a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, 0-1. Swinging a foul back to the screen, so Annika well ahead at 0 balls, 2 strikes. Vanderkroll did have a 1-2-3 inning back in the 3rd as the changeup taken inside for 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vanderkroll ready, 1-2 taken low, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coming to you from Waukon tonight. Kee High playing their first 4 softball games over here as their field gets a bit more ruddy after some renovations. 2-2 well outside for 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Vanderkroll was ahead 0-2 and now has gone to 3 balls, 2 strikes on Vincent. We do notice Kendra Cooper is warming up down the left field line for the Keyhawks. 3-2 delivery, changeup taken for strike 3. As Vincent totally fooled. Vincent strikes out for the 2nd time, a total of 3 on the night for Annika Vanderkroll. 2 down, nobody on for Jordan Kelch, who struck out swinging in the 2nd. A 3-0 lead for the Keyhawks here in the 4th. Popped up right field underneath it. In right is Riley Hupka. She makes the catch to retire the side. 2nd time in 4 frames. Vanderkroll has gotten a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the 5th. It is 3-0 Keyhawks.
No runs.
3-0 Lansing Key as we go to the 5th inning. Vikes still looking for their first hit off of Courtney Cooper. Plethora of activity going on here at Waukon High School tonight as the Indian baseball team opening up their season against North Fayette Valley. Lansing Key opens their baseball season down at Maquoketa Valley tomorrow night and then takes on Decorah on Friday.
Leading off the top of the 5th for Decorah, number 2.
Bottom 3rd of the order due here in the 5th for Decorah. Maddie Eady, Riley Hubka, and Leighton Eady. Maddie grounded to the pitcher to end the 2nd inning, 0 for 1. She's playing left field tonight for the Vikings as she swings the first one, grounds one towards 3rd. Kendra Cooper will throw to Walliser at first base. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 5th. 5 consecutive innings. The Vikes have been retired to start an inning by Courtney Cooper. 1 down for Riley Cooper, or Riley Hubka, I should say, who struck out looking in the 3rd inning as the pitch goes low. 1 ball, no strikes. One of 6 strikeout victims from the right arm of Courtney Cooper tonight. Cooper struck out 13 in 5 innings against Decorah last year in a 7-5 season opening victory. Pitch swung on and missed. Cooper with plenty of heat and plenty of petrol left. Alliterations aren't that easy this season. Early in the season, the pitch swung on and missed. It's 1-2. Took a little something off on the previous offering, and she's done a pretty good job of keeping the Vike hitters off balance. 1-2. Ooh, just missed the outside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kee Hawks leading 3-0. Got 2 in the first and 1 in the third. Ground ball towards third. Kendra Cooper makes the play there on to first base. And 2 up, 2 down.
Designated player, number 13, Leighton Edie.
2 down, nobody on. 3-0 Kee Hawks, bottom of the 5th. Leighton Edie, the batter, struck out looking in the third, 0 for 1. Cooper's first offering, taken low. It is 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 delivery. Ground ball to the right side. Walliser will field. Apply the tag to Leighton Edie, and that will be that here in the 5th. 3 up, 3 down. That is the first time since the first the Vikes have gone down in order. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is a 3-0 lead for Lansing Kee.
3, Decorah 0.
Top of the order for the Kee Hawks here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They lead it by a 3-0 margin. They're out hitting Decorah 4-0. Decorah out erroring the Kee Hawks by a 2-1 margin.
Second baseman, number 13,
Ellie Cooper will start the third trip around the Kee Hawk batting order. She singled and scored in the first and flew out to left in the second. In Vanderkroll, 4 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned over her 4 innings to this point. First pitch high in sight. The left-hand hitting Cooper. It's 1 ball, no strikes. (1-0). About the outside edge on an off-speed offering. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Cooper. Molly Walliser with 2 RBI, both coming with 2 outs to knock in 2 of the 3 runs as that one fouled off of Cooper. The ball made contact with the batter while she was in the box, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, got a little late going tonight with an hour delay in the JV game. They ended up playing a 3-inning JV game. Change up outside for 2 balls, 2 strikes. Decorah ended up winning that one by a 12-1 margin. Got a 6-run first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch from Vanderkroll grounded to the left side and through for a base hit. That's the first time since the first inning that either squad has gotten their leadoff runner on in a frame.
Leadoff single, shortstop number 11, Kaylee Darling.
Cooper at first, nobody out. Kaylee Darling stands in for Lansing Kee. Kee Hawks already leading 3-0. Darling popped to the catcher in the first, grounded to the pitcher in the third, 0 for 2. Darling bunts and bunts through. A riser from Vanderkroll, and it's no balls and 1 strike. It's taken full effect here in Waukon. Sundown was about 20 minutes ago. 0-1 delivery, outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. Good movement on that offering, but it's taken inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vanderkroll ready, and the pitch swung on a pop-up into right field. Riley Hubka under it. She will make a two-handed catch. And that's the first out here in the fifth inning. Hubka with a pretty good release and a strike to second base after Ellie Cooper tagged at first base. One on, one out. Courtney Cooper will try to help her own cause here. She's been on base once tonight. Looks the first one low, 1 no strikes. Cooper walked. Her courtesy runner scored in the first, grounded to second in the third. Kee Hawks leading 3-0 as we play the bottom of the fifth. 1-0 delivery taken at the letters for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Pitch low, gets by Cassie Hoyme, and moving up to second base on the wild pitch, Ellie Cooper. 2 balls, 1 strike with Courtney Cooper now batting with a runner in scoring position. Vanderkroll ready, 2-1, bunted foul by Cooper at the plate, and it's 2-2. Two and two the count. Vanderkroll ready, and the pitch swung on, popped up shallow right field over is Hubka. Hubka and Twait collide. Hubka makes the catch. Moving up to third will be Cooper. Both players had to shake out the cobwebs a bit
Come to plate, number 18.
after Hubka made the catch.
Meyer.
And that hesitation allowed Ellie Cooper to move up to third. Runner at third, 2 down. Val Meyer, the batter for Kee High. First pitch inside from Vanderkroll. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Meyer popped to second in the first, doubled to right in the third. The Kee Hawks have scored 2 of their 3 runs with 2 outs. And the pitch swinging a foul back to the screen. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and a strike to count. Next one sails outside from Vanderkroll. Pouring me out of the crouch to corral that one. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch smacked towards right field over the head of Hubka. It's 1 hopping against the fence. Ellie Cooper will score. Sliding at second with a double is Val Meyer. It is 4-0 Kee Hawks. Meyer now 2 for 3 with 2 doubles, a run scored, and an RBI.
First baseman, number 17.
And the Kee Hawks have scored 3 of their 4 runs with 2 outs. And the person responsible for their first 2 2-out runs is Molly Wallister, who hits one towards short. Peyton Jerlin makes the play, and a nice scoop at first base by Tess Olinger records the putout. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left. We head to the top of the 6th inning.
2 hits.
Vikes will have the top of the order up.
1 left on
We'll
base.
see if they can't figure out Courtney Cooper for the Kee Hawks, as the Kee Hawks lead it by a 4-0 margin. Coach Hill for the Kee Hawks making a change as we go to the 6th inning. Kendra Cooper moves from third base to the pitching circle. Courtney Cooper moves from the pitching circle to third base. Courtney, a very good job in the circle tonight.
Top of the sixth. Hawks have pitching change, moving from
5 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, and 6 strikeouts. So Coach Hill electing to give Decorah a new look here in the 6th inning. Instead of allowing Decorah to see Courtney Cooper a third time, it's Kendra Cooper.
Decorah starts the 6th with the top of the order.
Who did not pitch at all last year on the varsity level. Because she's an 8th grader, as I've been told. Good reason for that. So last year. So Kendra Cooper, an 8th grader, will throw to Maria Hoyme in the first one. A lot of velocity to that one. It is taken on the inside edge for a strike. Snowballs and 1 strike. Always willing to take all the help I can get up here. The 0-1 delivery. Good power drop ball swung on and missed. It is no balls, 2 strikes. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. Darren Swenson in Waukon tonight. Season opener for Decorah in Kee High in softball. Pitch outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 4-0 lead for Kee High here in the 6th. The pitch off the end of the bat, roller towards second. Ellie Cooper makes the play on to first base, and Hoyme retired. For the second time tonight, she had previously struck out in the first and walked in the third.
Shortstop number 1, Peyton Gerlid.
So 1 down, nobody on for Peyton Gerlid. Gerlid popped to first in the first, popped to the shortstop in the third. Up again here in the 6th, and a 4-0 Kee Hawk lead. Gerlid slap bunt attempt, and she bunts through it. It's 0-1. Kee Hawks with 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and 1 in the 5th. 3 of their 4 runs have scored with 2 outs tonight. No balls, 1 strike in the pitch. A little number up the first base side, foul. That apparently hit Gerlid while she was still in the batter's box, and it's 0-2. And with Gerlid being a slap hitter batting from the left-hand side, that's never an easy call for the home plate umpire. It's just a trifle between her being in the box and outside the box. The pitch goes low. 1 ball, 2 strikes with them raking the field after the JV rain delay. They did not re-chalk it in between games, and that batter's box really isn't there anymore. So it'd be tough to throw up the right arm. The pitch goes outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the freshman Peyton Gerlid. 4-0 Kee Hawks here in the top of the 6th inning. Vikes still looking for their first base hit. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed offering from Kendra Cooper. Her first strikeout. The Kee Hawks' 7th strikeout of the night. 2 down for Chelsea Twait. 4-0 Lansing Key.
Center fielder Chelsea.
Here in the 6th inning. Twait was a strikeout victim twice of Courtney Cooper. And a ball called by the home plate umpire, Chris Holford, as the pitch fouled off right side. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to count. What Kendra Cooper did, she had her hands together and she pulled them apart and then stepped back on the rubber. So Mr. Holford right on the call and got a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, even though there's only been 1 pitch in the at-bat. The pitch hammered towards left and foul. That's the best swing a Decorah hitter has had, and the hardest hit ball a Decorah hitter has had all night. But unfortunately, it wasn't between the chalk. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. 4-0 Kee Hawks here in the top of the 6th inning. And the 1-2 delivery is taken low for 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two, swung on, popped up on the infield. The shortstop calling for it, and Kaylee Darling snow cones that one right by the second base bag. And the Vikes go quietly in the 6th. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It is 4-0 Kee Hawks. Welcome back to Waukon, everybody. A little later than planned tonight. I had about an hour rain delay in the JV game, but got the varsity game going about an hour and 15 minutes ago. Kee Hawks leading by a 4-0 margin. Annika Vanderkroll making her varsity debut after pitching the majority of the JV games last year for Decorah. Can't complain too much about her performance overall. 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned. She walked 2. Both of those were in that first inning. Her control has vastly improved since that time. And 3 strikeouts on the night for Vanderkroll. She will face hitters 6, 7, and 8.
Pitcher Kendra Cooper.
In the Kee Hawk lineup, Kendra Cooper, Ellie Heiderscheit, and Nicole Vincent. Here in the 6th inning, a 4-0 lead for Lansing Kee. 2 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the 5th. Vanderkroll's first offering high to Kendra Cooper. 1 ball, no strikes. Kendra walked in the first and flew out to center in the third. One-0. Fly ball left center field, but Twait had a beat on it right away, and she will make a one-handed grab in medium depth left center for the first out here in the 6th inning. Good swing, but Twait there to make the play. And Ellie Heiderscheit will bat with 1 down, nobody on. 4-0 lead for Lansing Kee here in the 6th. Change up on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. Heiderscheit grounded to short in the first and grounded to second in the 4th inning. We talked about it earlier tonight, the importance of Vanderkroll hitting her spots. We mentioned she walked 2 as the next one goes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. She walked 2 in that first inning. Since that time, she has only gone to a 3-ball count once. Inside, just off the corner, 2 balls, 1 strike. So the control has vastly improved since the first. Unfortunately, she's just been out-dueled by Courtney and Kendra Cooper tonight. Next pitch goes low for 3 balls, 1 strike. Vanderkroll ready, 3-1. Outside corner taken for a strike, and it's 3-2. Three and 2 with 1 down. The pitch swung on a ground ball towards third. Nice play there by Iverson. She'll throw across the diamond for the second out of the inning. 2 down.
Coming up, number 5.
Nobody on.
Right fielder Nicole Vincent.
And the batter will be Nicole Vincent. Vincent struck out swinging in the second and struck out looking in the 4th. Vikes will have the middle third of their order due in the 5th. As Vincent swings and misses at a pitch over the outside part of the plate. No balls, 1 strike. Vanderkroll has struck out a total of 3 tonight as the pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And it'll be Cassie Hoyme Tess Olinger, Jenna Iverson, the middle third of the order in the 7th for Decorah as they trail at 4-0. 1-1 delivery, and that hit her. As Vincent got hit in the left lower leg area. First hit by pitch by Vander Kroll tonight. So a runner at first and 2 down. Jordan Kelch will be the batter. 4-0 Kee Hawks, bottom of the 6th. Kelch looks at the first one for a strike, 0-1. Kelch struck out swinging in the second and flied to right in the 4th. Oh, 1. Popped up right side. Calling at first base is Tess Olinger. She will make the catch to retire the side. So 1 hit by pitch and 1 left. We head to the 7th. Is the Kee Hawks 4 and Decorah nothing.
Going into the top of the 7th.
Recapping this game, the Kee Hawks got 2 runs in the first inning. A throwing error by Cassie Hoyme got the first run home. And a Molly Walliser 2-out RBI single got the second run home. Kee Hawks added to their total in the 3rd inning on a 2-out RBI single by Molly Walliser to score Val Meyer, who started the 2-out rally with a double. Val Meyer doubled with 2 outs in the 5th inning to score Ellie Cooper, and that brought the 4th run home for the Kee Hawks. Overall tonight, the Kee Hawks with 4 runs on 6 hits. They've been helped out by 2 Decorah errors. No runs, no hits, 2 errors for Decorah. The Kee Hawks have committed 1 error. It'll be middle third of the order for Decorah here in the 7th inning. Courtney Cooper through the first 5, didn't give up a hit, no runs. 1 walk and 6 strikeouts. Kendra Cooper came in and got a 1-2-3 6th inning.
For Decorah, number 18, catcher Cassie Hoyme.
Included in that 1-2-3 inning was 1 strikeout. Cassie Hoyme will lead things off in the 7th inning. Hoyme flew out to right in the 2nd, reached on an error in the 4th. And the pitch taken low by Cassie. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Next one out of the zone, 2 balls, no strikes. Kendra Cooper ready in the pitch, swinging a foul at the plate. It's 2-1. Vikes will get into conference play after tonight. They'll have New Hampton at home for 2 on Thursday night. New Hampton ranked number 6 in the first softball poll that came out today as Hoyme hits one well but will foul. Third base side and out of play. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Then they will be at Crestwood next Tuesday night. Our next softball coverage will be as the pitch outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes will be a week from Thursday night when Owine is in town. Cooper goes full on Hoyme. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the 3-2 hammer towards right center field. And that's the first hit of the game for Decorah. 1 hopping against the fence. Cassie Hoyme got a stop sign at second base. Now goes to third. Throw goes wild. And Hoyme will be in sliding at third with a triple. I did see T.O. giving her a stop sign there, so perhaps not a gamble you want to be taking, but it worked out. A good throw would have gotten Hoyme at third, but fortunately, it wasn't a good throw for Decorah. So Lauren Eggert will be the courtesy runner for Hoyme at third, and Tess Olinger will try to get the first run home tonight for Decorah. Ollinger grounded to second in the second, grounded to the pitcher in the fourth. A 4-0 lead for the Kee Hawks here in the seventh. The pitch goes low. Heiderscheit keeps it in front of her. It's 1 ball, no strikes. (1-0). Swinging a foul back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike on Tess Ollinger. Cassie Hoyme gets Decorah in the hit column for the first time tonight. 1-1 delivery, swinging a foul back to the screen. It's 1-2 now. Cooper got a strikeout of Jurlid. Her first, the 7th overall for the Kee Hawks in the 6th inning, as Ollinger swings and fouls one right side and out of play. So it's still 1 ball and 2 strikes on Tess Ollinger. Four 4-0 Kee Hawks here in the 7th as the changeup slips out of the hands of Cooper and sails high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tess Ollinger. Cooper ready, 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Kendra gets the 8th strikeout for the Kee Hawks tonight in her 2nd in an inning and a 3rd. And Jenna Iverson will stand in. She was hit by a pitch in the 2nd, struck out swinging in the 4th. Up again here in the 7th. Iverson bunts up the 3rd base side. It's going to roll foul, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Courtney Cooper let it go foul and picked it up. But she did throw a strike to first base. Good job of her not being the umpire. And that one high and tight, and it hit Iverson once again. Iverson was squaring to bunt. And as she was ducking out of the way, I believe that one hit her back. So a hit by pitch kills the play, keeps the runner at 3rd. And now Coach Hill out of the 3rd base dugout for the Kee Hawks to try to settle down Kendra Cooper. Vikes will have runners at the corners with 1 down here in the 7th inning. Of a 4-0 lead for Lansing Kee. Maddie Edie will be the batter in a key spot for Decorah. Edie grounded to the pitcher in the 2nd and grounded to 3rd in the 5th. Home plate umpire Chris Holford takes a few steps out onto the diamond to end the conversation. The conversation included infield, battery, and outfield. They'll play up a step at the corners. They'll play pretty much at regular position up the middle. The first pitch to Edie, swing and a foul at the plate. No balls, 1 strike. Maddie 0 for 2. Vikes with a 4-run mountain to climb and 2 outs to play with. They trail at 4-0 here in the top of the 7th. (0-1). Foul ball, right side. 0-2 on Maddie Edie as Cooper trying to pitch herself out of trouble here in the 7th. Kendra Cooper ready, 0-2. Pitch taken low. Iverson takes off to 2nd. The throw goes to 3rd. Back to the bag standing was Eggert. So Iverson will take 2nd. Edie will have a 1-2 count on her. And now she will bat with 2 runners in scoring position. A base hit here would cut the lead in half. 1-2 swing and a miss. It gets by Heiderscheit. But since first base wasn't occupied, Edie will reach, and now the bases will be loaded. So a strikeout, a pass ball will load the bases. And Riley Hubka with a golden opportunity here. Believe it or not, the tying run now at the plate for Decorah. Hubka struck out looking in the 3rd and grounded to 3rd in the 5th. Infield playing up at all 4 spots for Lansing Kee. It is a 4-0 lead for the Kee Hawks, and Hubka will look the first one out of the zone. Kendra Cooper has to be careful with Hubka. No place to put her in this situation. Of course, with a 4-run margin, the Kee Hawks can simply trade an out for a run. The pitch swung on and missed. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. So a hit batter, a drop 3rd strike, and a double have been the base runners here in the 7th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Riley Hubkin. The pitch swung on and missed. Power drop ball inside corner. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Kendra Cooper with 3 strikeouts in her inning and a 1/3 of work. The pitch swing and a foul, 3rd base side. So we'll do it again at 1 ball, 2 strikes on Riley Hubka. One and 2 with 1 down and the bases loaded. Riley Hubka representing the tying run. And the pitch, swinging a foul back. So Hubka battling with a 1-2 count. Kendra Cooper ready. And the 1-2. Ground ball towards short. A throw on to first base. Walzer drops it at first base. 1 run will score. Everyone will be safe. And it's a 4-1 ball game. It was a bit of an errant throw by Darling at short. Walzer couldn't make the play at first base, so an E6 allows Hubka to reach. Eggert to score. Iverson to 3rd and Edie to 2nd. And Leighton Edie, who's 0 for 2 on the night, will be the batter. She now represents the go-ahead run. As Leighton flies one into right field, and it's dropped out right by Vincent. Coming to the plate and scoring is 1 run. And now there's 2 runners at 3rd base. And 1 will be retired. Maddie Edie is entitled to 3rd base, and Riley Hubka is going to be retired at 3rd on a bit of a wild play. Leighton Edie hit a fly ball into right. A 2nd run scored. It was dropped out there by Vincent. Iverson did the wise thing, waiting to see if that ball was going to be caught. She came home. Hubka rounded 2nd, went all the way to 3rd, not noticing that Edie had stayed at 3rd base. There ended up being 2 runners at 3rd. Edie was entitled to that base. Hubka was the runner advancing up, so she was the runner that was out. It's no balls and 1 strike on Hoyme, and a base hit to right field. Scoring is Maddie Edie. Leighton Edie coming to the plate. She will score a 4-run top of the 7th inning, and Decorah has tied the game. So Maria Hoyme with a 2-out, 2-run single to score Maddie Edie and Leighton Edie. And a 4 spot here in the 7th has tied it up for Decorah. And Peyton Jurlid will look to keep the fun going for the Vikings. Jurlid swings and fouls the first pitch off. No balls and 1 strike. So there will be a bottom of the 7th inning. The Kee Hawks do have their top of the order up at that time. Jurlett on the night is 0 for 3. Popped to first in the first, popped to short in the third, and struck out swinging in the 6th as that one slapped foul. So it's no balls and 2 strikes. Decorah did not have a hit going into this inning. I guess both teams could probably say they've missed some opportunities here. A base running guffaw for Decorah. Without that, this could be a 5-4 lead. And a couple of misplays for the Kee Hawks. As that one low in the dirt, it gets away from Heiderscheid, so Hoyme will move up to second on the play. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Peyton Jurlett. One and 2 the count with 2 down. Pitch swung on and missed, and that's that for the 7th inning. But the Vikes get 4 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 Kee Hawk errors and 1 runner left. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is Decorah 4 and the Kee Hawks 4. Welcome back to Waukon. A 4 spot in the 7th inning, including a 2-out, 2-run single by Maria Hoyme, has tied up the game between Decorah and Lansing Key. The Kee Hawks will have the top half of the order. Up here in the bottom of the 7th inning, Ellie Cooper, Kaylee Darling, and Courtney Cooper. The Vikes did not have a hit prior to the 7th inning. Hoyme led off with a tripper. Olinger struck out. Iverson then was hit by a pitch. Maddie Edie struck out, but advanced on a dropped third strike pass ball. Riley Hubka reached on an error. That allowed Lauren Eggert, the courtesy runner for Hoyme, to score to make it 4-1. Leighton Edie reached on a drop fly ball. That allowed Jenna Iverson to score to make it 4-2. Maria Hoyme got both Edies home with a 2-out single to right. 4-4 the score, and here's a ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit for Ellie Cooper. Cooper is now 3 for 4 on the night, and the 3 hits she has had have all been leading off an inning and have all led to runs.
Darling.
The Vikings hopeful that that trend does not continue, as Kaylee Darling will be the batter. Probably expecting a bunt in this situation, as Darling bunts through the first one, 0-1. She failed to advance a runner in the first, popping out. Grounded back to the pitcher leading off the third and flew out to right in the 5th. So Darling, who was the top average hitter last year for the Kee Hawks, is 0 for 3 here on opening night this year, as that one bunted right back to the circle. Vanderkroll over to first base with Maria Hoyme covering, and the sacrifice complete, 1-4. And now a runner in scoring position with 1 down here in the 7th inning.
By Darling, third baseman.
And the batter will be Courtney Cooper. She walked. Her courtesy runner scored in the first, grounded to second in the third, flew out to right in the 5th. So she's officially 0 for 2. Vanderkroll delivers, then the pitch inside. 1 ball, no strikes. 7 hits on the night for the Kee Hawks, 3 for Decorah. Series of signs from Coach Hill in the third base box. Cooper back into the right-hand batter's box. Vanderkroll delivers, and the pitch. Cooper thought about it, thought better of it, taking it high. 2 balls, no strikes on Courtney Cooper. 4-4 game. Vikes with 4 in the top of the 7th to tie it up. And the pitch bunted foul. It's 2 balls and 1 strike now on Courtney Cooper. Decorah drying off the softball on her right pant leg. Now ready the 2-1. Swinging a pop-up foul right side and out of play. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Courtney Cooper. No series of signs from Coach Hill here, as there is now 2 strikes in the at-bat. 2-2. Low and inside from Vanderkroll. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Vanderkroll ready, and the pitch taken high for ball 4. Winning run at second. For all practical purposes, a meaningless run at first base. And Courtney Cooper is at first base, and Nikki Wood will run for her. This would have to be a pinch runner. Wood courtesy ran for Cooper earlier in the game. And the Kee High player who has had the best swings off of Annika Vanderkroll tonight has been Val Meyer. She's 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI as Vanderkroll throws high.
Number 18, left fielder Val Meyer.
1 ball, no strikes. Meyer popped to second in the first, doubled and scored in the third, doubled to knock in a run in the fifth. And now they're just clarifying whether it was a pinch runner or a courtesy runner. And this is a pinch runner, which would allow, if there is an 8th inning, for Cooper to re-enter, because the other time Wood ran for her was a courtesy runner situation. 1-0 the count with 1 down. Pitch inside as Vanderkroll struggling command-wise. Something she hasn't done most of the night. 2-0. That pitch out of the zone, and it's 3 balls, no strikes. It got away from Hoyme briefly, but not enough to warrant runner advancement. 3 balls, no strikes on Val Meyer. 4-4 game here in the bottom of the 7th, 3-0. And that one is going to be ball 4. So back-to-back walks. And now Paige Evans, one of the assistant coaches for Decorah, going to come out and talk to Annika Vanderkroll. Cassie Hoyme will also be a part of the conversation. Coach Hill comes down and talks to home plate umpire Chris Holford. And the pinch runner at first base will be Claudia Mathis.
Pinch running at first base.
Infield in a step. Because any ball hit to the infield in this situation has to go home or the game's over. Molly Walliser is 2 for 3 with 2 RBI on the night. She had two out singles, one in the first, one in the third to score a run. She also grounded to short in the 5th. Walliser pops one on the infield. Running grab made by Hoyme at second. Everyone returns to their respective bases. And a big out there for Decorah for the second out here in the 7th inning.
Coming to take number 10.
So 2 down and the bases still loaded. And Kendra Cooper, who gave up the lead in the circle, will look to redeem herself here with the stick. Cooper walked in the first, flew out to center in the third, flew out to center in the 6th. And Cooper smokes one towards left center field. That'll be one hopping against the fence. And the Kee Hawks are going to win this one. An RBI single for Kendra Cooper here in the 7th. And the Kee Hawks lead it by, or will win it by a 5-4 margin. Totals on the ball game, 5 runs on 8 hits.
Kendra Cooper.
3 errors and
complete game. The Kee Hawks win 5-4. Thank you very much.
7 left.
During the rain delay, make sure we pick up
Decorah, 4 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, and 4 runners left. Winning pitcher Kendra Cooper. And the losing pitcher will be Annika Vanderkroll. So that'll do it for tonight's broadcast. Many people to thank for making it possible. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game wherever you were tonight. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly, and most importantly, we thank you. That's right, you, the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. If not, the outcome. Final score, Kee Hawks beat the Vikings 5-4. We'll have baseball on the air Thursday night as Decorah will travel to Mason City. We'll bring it home to you beginning at 7:20 on Thursday night. So, for our entire KDEC sports team, Darren Swenson saying so long from Waukon. Opening night for softball 2014. Kee Hawks lead or win over Decorah by a 5-4 margin. Thanks a bunch for tuning in. We'll talk to you again on Thursday night.